House of Barbers right there on Route 9, 845-232-5036. House of Barbers.
It's finally TV, but you don't need cable or sling to see me. Black on his soapbox, Gabe in his bag. Now that's some real black ink. Load the 9 with the mag. First take, the last take. We can juggle the top like a barber with the clips. The way we talk in the shop. And since life is like a movie, we gon' stick to the plot. That's why we sponsored by the brand and scrape the white off the top. Get it? That means we dope. So I'm money my brothers and sisters to stay woke. And we gon' lace the product with facts and straight jokes. The voice of the valley is here to spread hope. Supports a steep slope. They gon' have to let me cook. I don't know how to stop. From the culture to the music, anything else hot. Catch us every Tuesday once you step in the house. Cause all they really wanna know, what we talking about? I'm out.
Oh, and here we go. Another episode of What We Talking About. Hey yo, what's good? You already know what it is. It's your boy Gabriel back again one more time on a Tuesday, 7 p.m. with my man King Black out the What We Talking About show every Tuesday, 7 p.m. And as promised, here we are again. You know what I mean? So happy to see y'all. Hopefully you out there tuning in, saying what up. Shout out to everybody that listens to this on the playback, on all those streaming networks and all that. Last week, show the brothers wasn't together last week. I went live for a little while. We had a lot of fun out here. So salute to everybody. Shout out to Farkas. Shout out to Niza Chanel. I don't know if you tapped in last week, Black, but I was playing some joints and talking about the aid and trying to figure out if Diddy is Diddy officially canceled, which I want to talk to you about. Yeah, man, did you tap in last week? I know you was enjoying your best life. Did you tune into the number one show on Tuesday, 7 p.m.? I know the time zone was off and everything, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like you got that all mapped out on the you know what I'm saying? Nah, he wasn't there.
I tried to log in.
You tried.
It didn't work. So I resumed my day.
Copy. Okay. I don't blame you, man. Well, welcome back. Happy to see you.
It's hot.
Well, you brought the heat with you, man. How was your last week, man? You want to let the
hot.
people know?
I'm answering the question, bro. It's fucking hot.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what my last week was? Not this hot.
And you was closer to the equator.
I was definitely closer to the equator. It was absolutely 80 degrees with a nice breeze and beautiful every single day closer to the equator. And I come back to New York and it's somehow hotter.
I know. Hey, hit that like, hit the share for me and all that. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments if you in the building. You know, I always want to know who's in the building. So shout out to you. Shout out to Angie. I hope you watched the playback upon your return. Angie says, she said, yo, you need to cop that Finally TV live with Gabriel from last week. It was pretty fun, man. Had a bunch of views on that, man. We had a good time.
I did not, Angie, to answer your question, because it's hot.
Shout out to Bunky, man. Can't forget, yo, this won't be the last time you see Black and I across the airwaves of the internet. We will be joining the one and only Bunky with Tea Time with Bunky on Thursday, 7 p.m. So make sure you tap in. We'll be sharing it so you'll know where to go. But if you ain't got nothing to do on Thursday, man, you're trying to get away from the rain because I heard it's going to rain. Tap in with us. We have a dope conversation. You know how we get it in. And Bunky makes us keep it PG-13 with the language and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
Bunky invited Black out, so
shout out to Bunk, man. We're gonna see you Thursday. That's the perfect indoors chilling in the AC activity. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Angie. Let them know. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, line up them questions, Bunky. We got you. We you know what I'm saying? I got a couple topics to bring to the table too with the three of us there. So I'm looking forward to that conversation on Thursday, Tea Time with Bunky, 7 p.m. on Facebook. Tap in
if it's hot, I may not be around. There's a theme today, if y'all haven't noticed. It's fucking hot.
Blue, and it's hot.
It's fucking hot.
Shout out to you though, man. Shout out
man,
to you.
up?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you for getting closer to the equator, man. I'm glad I seen some pics online, man. You had some beautiful water in front of you.
You had to stop posting pics because I was starting to get death threats. So I just stopped. Oh, post what you doing. You know what? I'm good.
Right.
I'm good.
Hey, what's going on? Vanessa in the building. Shout out to you. Thank you for tapping in. Hit that like, y'all. Hit the like. Make that like number go up. I'm looking at the number right here live, and I'm not liking the amount of like on that like number. So we got to get that up. Get that up for me right here, right now. Even if you're watching this on the playback, you heard me? Yo, listen.
Vanessa just said I got a 10. She called me black. Vanessa, why every time you join the show, you just take a shot?
You got a 10? Listen,
did you call me Diddy like 3 months ago?
Listen, I know you was.
No, she called me. Who she called me? Neo. She called me Neo. Yeah.
I know you was hitting them weights a little something before you went getting right for the vacation. You know what I'm saying? You look like you had a good time, man. Like you wasn't working out at all. You was eating a lot. You ate good. You had some drinks. You got some sun. I'm loving this for you, bro. I think I'm seeing Black in his best moments, man. Good for you, brother. Good for you. When you going back? Because I already know you got it planned already. When you going back?
August.
See, I told y'all I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, y'all. Woo. Yo, so I was asking the people last week, man, and I'll ask this audience one more time because it wasn't all the same people, man. What's up with it's disrespectful hot, Bunky said.
You know what? Yeah, I'm about to keep that going.
I want to know, is Diddy canceled in your opinion? Like, are people not going to be playing his music at places publicly and all that? Have we hit that plateau with him, or is it going to fall short of that? In light of the fact that the trial's coming to an end, looks like he might take a hit or two. He might do a quick 5 and be out in 2 type of shit. When he's available to the public, is he canceled? Do you think he's canceled? He's thinking about it, y'all. For y'all,
I'm not. So the last show we did 2 weeks ago, you know that you asked me the same question.
No, well, no, not exactly. I'm legitimately asking, like, is the public treating Diddy like R. Kelly now, or no? No. Okay.
R. Kelly was messing with kids, and Diddy was just strong-handing adults. It's a different thing.
It is
different.
It is different. So all this outrage, because I get it. It's
who's outraged?
It's fascinating to hear. It's interesting. It's it invigorates different thoughts and stuff. So I get it. Who's outraged?
Yeah, who are you seeing outraged? I don't see anybody outraged.
No, I wouldn't. I guess outraged, not disgusted with the acts that they're hearing about. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of like, oh, that's repulsive, and how can you be like that? And she's no better than him for carrying on with those acts. And like you hear that sort of stuff.
Yeah, what? Yeah, all right, go ahead.
So I think, but like, I don't know if we are at a place where we're not going to be playing, take that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we can still play all the Diddy joints. Can we? What up, Shad? Shout out to Shad and his son killing it at the track and field.
Yeah, bro, this is not that. And like, honestly,
yeah,
niggas don't actually care about this. See, like, I feel like exactly what I said was going to happen is happening, and now niggas is off of it. You can't listen to 4 weeks of Baby Oil and get in freaking hotel room and still be captivated by that. This is 4 weeks of just talking about how this man like to have sex and watch people have sex. After, like I said, after the first week, I was like, after like day 3, I said, there's nothing else they're going to say that's going to make this be anything else. They did this for too long. And I really feel like the jury is now desensitized. Dead ass. I feel like you listen to this for 4 fucking weeks. Got it. He like freaky shit.
Yeah.
And I bet you they forgot the part about Kid Cudi from 3 weeks ago in the car bombing. They forgot. Because all you keep hearing is
This part and the drug use and the cleanup of the hotel rooms. But I will say that it's looking more and more like it could go the way I was saying, that they were trying to make it so that Cassie and the girlfriends being tracked across the whole country were the ones being sex trafficked, and they're going to try to get them on that. That really does seem to be the legitimate angle that the prosecution was going with, you know. And I don't think we all realized that as a whole early on, you know. And I just kept saying these guys are smarter than us when it comes to this. They're the ones on the inside putting it all together. They wouldn't put together these charges if they didn't believe they could get them on it. You know what I mean? And that's the angle. So I'm super curious to see if this jury buys in with that. You know what I'm saying? Because the sex trafficking one, I don't know if they're going to get the racketeering. They might, because they're trying to prove of all like the Amex paying for all types of shit and cash advances to pay for this one and that one and to hush this one up and all that. But yeah, I think he's going to get convicted of something. I do. I don't think he's going to get off scot-free. Do you still think he's going to get off scot-free? Not like
I don't care, bro. I get it, but like we having the same conversation we've had like 4 times now. You know what I'm saying? Like from my perspective, I've already gave my perspective. I don't think he's doing no time. I think he's getting off. I think this is a terrible case. I don't care what case they're trying to make. I don't think it's going to stick, and I think they took the wrong route by continuing to talk about how this man liked to watch and have freaky sex. I don't think people care. Like this shit, they drug it out. So like, no, I don't think he's doing any time. He might get probation or some shit, but no, he's not going down for this because this is not a strong case. It's not a good case, and we'll see in a couple of days, I guess. But I don't
yeah.
know. I think he's back outside in a year tops doing more music. Like I really do. I don't think this matters.
There it is. There it is. So can we briefly touch on Jim Jones and Nas real quick without going too deep, because I feel like it's a little bit of old news, but we didn't get to chop it up, and I know Nas is one of your favorites and all that, so I was real curious because I know you fuck with Dipset. You know what I'm saying? I was real curious to hear your take when you heard all that, and because like now you have the benefit of knowing that, you know, Jim did come out after the fact and pull back on, you know, maybe I was wilding when I said, you know, my catalog is longer and all that, you know what I'm saying? So like, what were your thoughts on some of your favorites talking about each other like that?
Good for Jim.
Yeah.
49, he's doing what 50 Cent does and saying random shit to say relevant, and that's the internet now. And
yeah,
cool.
man.
He don't believe what he was saying, and I don't know why people. Well, I know why people got upset about it, because people are dumb. Sorry to say that, y'all just sheep to the slaughter. And he even said this too. He's done several interviews on his interview run after that one comment.
Yeah.
And he basically said, y'all that's getting mad is stupid. I'm just saying some shit to get my pub up, and y'all gonna get me paid on Instagram and on Twitter. You know what I mean? That's what he said. Y'all just boosting up my hype. So like, this is a Nas story. He don't think he better than Nas. But saying that when you have a platform, you'll go viral, and same shit, man.
It was definitely on some plant shit because it happened on Joe and Jada.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they've been trying to get different ways to, you know, get it popping and get it going. You know what I'm saying? And so it all kinds of lines up for, you know, the way you're looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
Good pub.
It's good pub, for sure, for sure. Shout out to everybody tapping in. This is What We Talking About podcast every Tuesday, 7 p.m. right here on Finally TV.
What's crazy is that he's such a better rapper now than he was 20 years ago, which is the crazier part.
Mm-hmm. Is that a byproduct of not being naturally good at it and practicing?
Yeah. Practice. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? Why is it that people that are naturally good at it seem to fall off as time goes on?
You run out of shit to say. It's not really the fault. Like this Wayne album is bad as an example. He didn't forget how to rap. It's just there's nothing else to talk about. And when Jay dropped What More Can I Say, it's like that's one of my favorite songs of all time for that reason. I think people feel like, nah, there's always more shit to do. You still outside. You still like, no, you really not, bro. Like it's the reason why I can't latch on to this new music type shit. It's like, yeah, we got those same topics that we talk about in this space, but I think the good ones are really good at giving you different perspectives in which to view them topics that make them fresh, or at least interesting to listen to. I think Jimmy had to practice at how to catch a wave, how to catch a bop, and people that are really good at it, they tend to blow their whole clip, their first three projects, and especially that first one. Like, there's nothing like that project when you hungry. Like, how many niggas that they classic album ain't the first joint? Like, think about that.
Where their classic album is not the first joint.
Now, and I'm saying, of course, exclude the people who have 2 or 3 classic albums.
Well,
but even those people, one of those classics is always the first too.
Like Ghostface comes to mind with Supreme Clientele. Dope album to come out with, but then Supreme Clientele was like, huh? Like, holy, that was a hell of a follow-up to Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's a prime one for me. Pharoah Monch also has some of his work, his second album.
I'm talking about like unequivocal.
No, I know, like
unilateral. This is a classic album. Like, Jay gave us Blueprint, but Reasonable Doubt is still that joint. You know what I'm saying? Biggie gave us Ready to Die. You know what I'm saying? Nas gave us Illmatic. Like, even if you think it was written as just as good or not better, all I'm saying is that typically that first clip, that's the one. Give Rich or Die Trying, that first clip, that's the one. I mean, the exception that comes to my mind is somebody like DMX. I don't think. I think a lot of people will say like It's Dark and Hell is Hot is a classic. I actually feel like his second album was a better album, but once again they came out in the same year, so does that even matter? It's almost like a double disc.
It is.
Yeah.
That's why it came out so quick.
Yeah.
He had all that work.
So yeah, I just think Jim got better with practice and time, and yeah.
Farkas in the building. What's going on, good sir? Rack Boy Shot. Well, he said he does it for likes. Official clout chaser. First is the rats. Now it's the clout chaser. What's next? Word. But what you said is so true, though, Black man. That is the way that people can get attention nowadays. And look, it does work, man. It's crazy how it works, and it is because playing into the human psyche and human nature. It's just how we're wired, man. Like as a mass.
We don't have to be dumb, though. Like, are y'all really interested by, oh my God, Jim Jones said he better than Nas? Is that really news? Like, y'all really?
I just think it's outlandish.
Is it? Diddy was wiping cum on his fucking chest. How is a rapper saying he better than another rapper outlandish? Correct. Who gives a fuck?
Correction.
You know what I'm saying?
Diddy was having his girlfriend rub somebody's cum on his nipples. Okay.
Allegedly,
not really allegedly. That shit is under oath.
Allegedly,
like
sir. Allegedly.
Court at this point.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to everybody in here, man. Hit that like button for me. I see y'all doing a much better job with that. I even see a couple of hearts in there. So shout out to y'all, man. If y'all need us to talk about something, please put it in the chat. We will get to it ASAP. Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to Angie. Shout out to Vanessa in the building. Farkas and Rack Boy Shot is the people that I seen right here. Shout out to Jay Arroyo, man. I've been hearing from Jay Arroyo a little something. So shout out to that brother. Man, I got to say this too while we're on the topic of music. So one of like the I guess, I wouldn't say Godfather. I guess one of the fathers of this this storytelling genre in hip hop, Slick Rick, recently dropped a joint, and he actually has like a mini film out that you could actually watch on like Netflix and YouTube and all that. I haven't peeped it yet. It's called Victory. It's the name of the album. So the album drops. I'm gonna admit I didn't, I wasn't like checking. I didn't go download it. What I'm saying, even though I'm about that old school life. So then I started seeing reviews, and like, it was a little bit of a mixed bag, but then there's people that like I feel that are like me, that are always talking about old school hip hop and how the 90s, 80s, and 90s was the best joints and da. And they were kind of like sour on it, like not really giving it a lot of credit. So I was like, yo, fuck that. I'm gonna go listen to this joint. So I go get it, and I got it in the car going, what I'm saying? Because I figured that's how Slick Rick would want you to listen to the joints. I got it in the good system, and I gotta say, man, not that I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like, yo, y'all need to go peep this is some dope work, you know. But if you're a Slick Rick fan, like this is it. Like he gave you out of like the whatever how many joints he has on there, he probably gave you 4 or 5 like exactly what you want from Slick Rick's, you know, a Slick Rick song, you know, in 2025. I feel like he delivered. Could he have went to Premiere and you know, Blaze and everybody go get beats? Sure, you know what I'm saying? But I personally actually enjoyed the album because I just listened to it as a Slick Rick album. When you hear Slick Rick, you're not thinking about, you know, lyricism and like crazy, you know, wordplay and all this and that. Nah, he's a storyteller, and that's what he does on this joint. I think it's dope. So for all you Slick Rick fans out there that might have not checked for the album because you saw people talking dirty about it, go check the album out for yourself. I'm sure you'll find a couple of joints on there that you will appreciate. But shout out to the legendary Slick Rick. I'm gonna check that the little mini film that he has out. It's called Victory. I'm gonna check it out though. Yeah, man, that was me. So what's up, man? What's on your mind, brother?
Nothing, bro. It's fucking hot. Nothing. Y'all didn't hear me. Hold on. Anybody who missed the beginning of the show, nothing's in my. It's fucking hot, bro. It's hot. It's hot.
It's not the opinion. Problem came when he tried to state facts. So, all right, Black.
Yeah.
So we might have to get serious for a moment with the people, right? Like,
okay, let's go.
No, because if you've been paying attention, you'll know that there's been some missiles flying, and we've been doing some things, and there's been some words flying, and some serious things going on. There's major unrest in the world right now. Not exactly thrilled about it, and it's worrisome to me. Just a civilian cutting on the news or looking at an alert on my phone, trying to work this 9 to 5, it is bringing me some unrest and some anxiety and stuff. As a friend, hearing another friend say that, what do you say to me right now? Do you have anything to say to me? Do I have anything to be worried about? Am I bugging?
Frame your worry. What are you anxious about? Because you haven't framed it. You just said you heard things, now you're anxious.
I'm worried that with all these missiles flying over there in
which ones Israel, in particular?
The ones that fly after ceasefires have been called. You know what I mean? That makes me a little nervous.
That's multiple things going on right now, believe it or not, in the Middle East. Which conflict are we talking about?
I'm talking about the 3 times this week. I know, Iranian, Israel, U.S. situation. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And it's got me a little on edge because I'm worried that
World War III?
Yeah.
Are you actually on edge, or is this a setup just for the pod? You could be honest.
I'm here with it. I'm here with it. Yeah.
You have 0 to be worried about.
Why
Not even a little bit.
Why you say that?
It's because it's a fact. So, all right, let me explain to y'all something. Put on my little army man hat right quick. So, Iran, I guess I got to recap it to talk about it, right? So, Israel and Iran been throwing missiles back and forth at each other for the last 12 days, essentially, 13 days, whatever it's been now. They've been hating each other for a long, long time, and that's a really deep conversation. And I would tell everybody to take some time and actually go do some research about why Iran and Israel are at odds. I'm really big into geopolitical shit and culture in general. Anthropology would have been my major if I wasn't so damn good at computers and shit. So I'm into this type of shit, understanding people and the why. So there's a deep-rooted reason behind the conflict. And you could fall on either side of that, depending on which side you were born on. Honestly, that's all it really boils down to. But nonetheless, Israel and Iran are throwing missiles back and forth. And Israel is stating that they're doing it to keep Iran from creating a nuclear weapon. They're enriching uranium to make a nuclear bomb. That's the building blocks of a nuclear bomb. And Iran is saying that they're doing it just for other civilian purposes. And the scuttlebutt in the political space was that Iran was telling the truth, believe it or not. even from our own allies saying this, the UK and shit like that. Like, yeah, there's nothing that we've seen that says that they're about to develop a nuke. Yes, they're making materials, but they're doing other shit with it.
Right.
Israel says, nah, y'all can't have it. We're going to start throwing bombs at y'all. And this is, once again, if you want to understand the context behind that and why Israel would care, do your research. Benjamin Netanyahu has been urging President Trump to help Israel essentially attack these facilities because they are encased underground inside of a mountain, essentially. And regular missiles ain't going to penetrate a mile deep of concrete and dirt and shit. It's just not going to happen. But America has the only known, what they call a bunker buster bomb, which is it's the size of, I don't know, a really large building. With ordnance.
Got a shell. It's like 2 in 1 almost.
Big as shit.
Yeah.
That can penetrate under the ground. So apparently overnight, a couple nights ago, the U.S. threw their stealth bombers in the sky. They went and hit 3 sites over there, dropping bunker buster bombs on them, thus joining the conflict. Iran then said, we're going to retaliate because we are a sovereign nation and we told you not to get involved. Iran then shot anywhere from 5 to 19 missiles at El Udeid, which is the largest American base in the European theater.
In Qatar.
But before they shot these, it's in Qatar. It's in Qatar. Technically, the real name is Qatar, not Qatar.
Qatar.
But before they shot these missiles, they told Qatar, and by proxy the U.S. on purpose, hey, we're going to be shooting missiles here. So you should evacuate your people and move any of your things that are expensive away from these areas that we're coming from. Which we did. And then they shot the missiles, and we shot them all down. And then they agreed to a ceasefire. Now, if that sounds dumb, believe it or not, it is very dumb, but that's also geopolitics, where Iran don't really want to go to war with the U.S., but the leader can't seem like he's letting them get bombed. So it's literally like, we're going to ceremonially bomb you just so we can act like we're tough against the West. Right, we don't want to go to war. And this happens more often than you would think, believe it or not. We did something similar in Afghanistan to a bunch of other countries. I'm going super deep, I'm sorry. But I feel like you got to understand the concept, the conflict to talk about it.
Right.
So that was a ceremonial bombing of our Air Force base in El Udeid. Nobody was hurt. Nothing was really damaged. And then they would come to the table and agree to a ceasefire. And Donald Trump said, as the mediator, I fucking guess, that each side has 12 hours to ramp down operations. And they both agreed. And then 10 minutes later, Israel shot like 20 missiles at it.
They said that was in retaliation, though.
But everything that I'm hearing from Reuters and shit is that Israel hit first, and Iran responded.
And that's why this guy's so upset.
And that's why he's upset.
Cursing on he's not the first president to curse, but he definitely was out here cursing.
So I said a whole lot of shit. Cool. Your question is, should I be afraid for the United States? No. The only country on this planet that would actually go to war with us intentionally is China.
You mean who has the forces to deal with us?
Not even that. No, because
they have the gumption to do it.
Yes. Yes. One, and I know it's not where you went to go with it, but just for peace of mind, don't forget that we are an island. So being invaded unknown is not a thing that's going to happen. Just not going to happen. Right. We're surrounded by water. We're not like the other hemisphere. So it's just not going to happen. You literally got to just say, hey, we about to fuck up shit. And then just come fucking up shit with all your forces. So there is no sneak attack in the U.S. You can go sneak attack and do some EMP shit and all that shit you see in the movies. But if you put something up there to do some sneaky shit, we know that it's up there. And then if the sneaky shit's about to happen, we also know that sneaky shit's going to happen. I'm just letting you know that's just how it works. In space, in the mesosphere, it doesn't matter. I'm going super deep. You did this, Gabe. But China, we cannot win a ground war against China. Not on the U.S. soil, and not in China, definitely.
Right.
There's too many people. Yeah. Too many people.
It's too vast.
It's like 15, 20 to 1 just in the military alone. Just the sheer numbers are overwhelming. We're way better equipped better fighting force, smarter, more tactical. It's too many fucking people.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too many.
2, China would drop a bomb on us.
Mm.
They are far enough away that they not worried about fallout.
Mm.
And I think that they feel like they could get their shit off before we could respond. Because that's the only way you drop a nuke and think you're gonna be safe afterwards. Is that you can do some kind of targeted approach and hit us so bad that we can't respond. I'm finna hit all the satellites out the sky and then I'm have to blow up Elon shit. And then I'm gonna show 40 nukes your way.
That would be so bad.
As a country, would we actually see those things in flight and then press the button and send those back and destroy the planet? And I think that's the calculus that anybody would make. Not anybody, that China would make, is that we wouldn't. Even if we know we about to get blown the fuck up, we wouldn't then doom the rest of the world. Our hubris won't let us. Believe this. I believe this.
I don't know. I've seen some cowardly things in the government.
I have, but I think because of our isolation and because you actually have a warning before shit like this happens, I think before somebody made that determination, the people with the pony and the power and the clout would go somewhere safe. Like the bunker in Colorado and the mountain.
Right.
Which is real, by the way.
Right. Which, by the way, does exist.
Really exist.
Yep. It's not just a movie or a show. Angie says, this combo does not make me feel at ease. Well, the idea is that I don't think there's so much money involved with China and the U.S. being on good terms that there's just not a lot of space or room for us to be at odds with each other.
No, we are interdependent as a society, China and the U.S. You can't make money if you have nobody to sell to.
Right. And we're such a big part of that.
We are the biggest, and it's not even close. And sure, I'm saying that China will be the only ones that would do it. It's also highly unlikely because I do believe that while I don't think we would start nuclear, we would absolutely choose at some point if we had to bomb them because we can't win a straight up conflict with them. We just can't. Because we're both isolated on opposite sides of the world. You just can't.
Right.
There's no surprising one another. So the approach you go for is a stalemate, and that doesn't help anybody.
No. Because I think that's like that was the concern raised by some on stuff that I was reading and seeing was that of the all the countries that would have Iran's back, it's like the two that we'd be most worried about are Russia and China.
Well, we ain't worried about Russia. Notice how I didn't include Russia. Russia ain't a threat to us the way that they currently are situated. Not even a little bit. Not even with their 8 nuclear weapons. They are not a threat to us at fucking all.
No, and it's kind of proof in the pudding too, because I mean they, I don't want to say it like this, but
they can't do shit with Ukraine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, what are you gonna do with us?
Nothing. Nothing at all. We'll wipe them off the fucking map.
Yeah. So you see where I'm getting at with that.
Yeah, of course.
But
remember, y'all, we went to Korea and got mopped and got pushed back along the line of demarcation. Yeah. We did this already with an Asian country that's way tinier, way less powerful, way less resources than us. Just being over there.
It was environmental too.
Well, it's logistics, right? You got to get stuff halfway across the world. And unless you got 50 gajillion planes that's going to take off at the same time and get there and put it all down there, you can't fucking do it, dog.
Right.
Fighting on the soil, you can't do it. That shit is hard. What we can do is blow up everything, but that's not serving anybody at all.
Right.
Just send planes and drop bombs. That you can do that, and you'll win, but you're not going to win no hand-to-hand combat, no ground war. That's what I'm saying.
We have a lot of bases around the world.
We do.
It's crazy when you think about that and the embassies. It's like we're all supposed to be intertwined, living in harmony, and here we are fucking throwing fucking huge bombs at each other. This shit is crazy.
Well,
bro.
We got long-range missiles in Japan, which is our deterrent for North Korea, believe it or not. We have long-range in Japan. We'll fire them shits off. But if we hit North Korea, Russia get involved, and on that island, they'd invade South Korea and wipe them out before we had a chance to retaliate. Like, that's geopolitics in a nutshell. So who wants to call who's bluff? You invade, we shoot missiles, we fuck up your nuclear reactors, we basically nuke Russia. Like, and does anybody want to call that bluff? I think like that's the only thing keeping this from being like the Hunger Games type shit is literally that threat. That's really it. That's what keeps the world together. The threat that 7 countries got these big ass bombs, and ours is in locations where we can get them off. Do you want to try us and see if we will?
That's a hell of a way, right?
That's it. That's it.
Humans being humans, you know what I'm saying? Men being
So now
men.
it doesn't sound like you're safe. I know I answered that pretty poorly, but Gabe, you safe. No one wants to intentionally go to war with us. I promise you. And even though China has the ability to actually fight us, they don't want to do it either.
They truly are the only ones really that I would worry about. And then you're gonna worry about the rogue factions and stuff doing like terroristic type things on a more community type scale than anything else. But we don't want that either. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we've always been positioned as a mega power in the world, but when you keep turning on the news and you're seeing, things being intercepted in the sky and people actually hitting the button, like you were just talking about, like, will they actually do it? It's like, these dudes they're hitting the button. Like, they're like, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's unnerving for somebody like me. So shout out to everybody who feels the same. And, but I do believe that we are safe and that World War III is probably a ways away at this point, and I don't think it would start over this particular conflict.
World War III won't start unless another fascist regime rises to power and starts doing what happened 100 years ago. Or we started, meaning America.
Right. Like, we go ape shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get too deep into politics, but look, we got like 10% of the world's oil in our hemisphere, and we use like 35% of that shit. So, Iran is the fucking oil capital of the planet. And it's one of the reasons why it's been an important piece. It's one of the reasons why we overthrew the government there 3 fucking times. It's one of the reasons why we backed Saddam Hussein in Afghanistan to fight Iran to install a puppet government because we wanted access to oil. And it's one of the reasons why we had the Afghanistan war and had to go back and take them down. And they were driving around in Abrams tanks and fucking Humvees and M16s because we gave it to them 15 years prior when we backed them to fight against Iran. Like, this shit goes super deep. And yeah, that whole area, the reason why we are involved in the shit is fucking oil. And the weird part is, instead of just biting the bullet and having some of these oil conglomerates pivot and go to clean energy, we continue to double down. We're repealing the fucking acts to get companies to start making electric automobiles completely. We're repealing the shit that says by 2035 zero emissions period. We're doing everything except moving forward. When if we just bite the bullet and fuck the 4 companies that are completely oil dependent, it's like 4. It's only 4. Like, y'all niggas got the money to pivot to electric and clean energy. Just fucking do it. So we can remove our dependence on oil and stop being involved in shit in the Middle East that has nothing to do with us.
Right.
The whole reason why we're involved is because we don't make enough oil to meet our goddamn demands. And oil only matters because 4 companies say it does. So if you think about that, Gabe, you're scared because Exxon wants to continue to sell gas and doesn't want to sell you a battery. That's the dumbest reason on God's green earth that I should be fearing for my life.
Especially since the technology exists to charge me per, hour
kilowatt,
of charging. Yeah, a kilowatt, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's old technology. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So I want to talk about it like that's what this is about.
Yeah.
We don't want Exxon to have to use clean energy. Why? Because they make too much money. This is stupid. So we're going to keep fighting in the Middle East. We in a whole other hemisphere. This is stupid.
Such is the world, man. It's all like, it always boils down to money. It all boils down to money. Do
you feel good about that, Gabe? Do you feel good knowing that you might be on a planet in a couple years where people are overseas dying because we need access to oil in the middle of a country that we never been to and we'll never see in our lifetimes, just so that because by the way, no one person owns these oil companies. It's just a conglomerate. It's just a 3-letter symbol on a stock market, just so that the guy who owns 7 shares of Exxon can say, my dividend this month was 12 cents and not 8. Right. We have to go die so that can continue to happen. Imaginary value can go up.
Yeah, no, it's never gonna make you feel good broken down like that. But that's exactly what it is, though. There's nothing short of that. And we know the money is the root of all evil and all that. So no, it doesn't make me feel good. I just, I don't do my part though, and neither do you. You got a V8. I got a V6 sitting in my garage. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up, sir. Don't speak for me. I did my part. I had 4 of them things. I now have 2. I have my O2 output. That's factory. I did my part. Did I not?
Sure, but we're still driving the vehicles though. And
somebody else make a fire car, not Elon. I'm not buying a Tesla.
No, but I have seen some fire ass Teslas though.
Not gonna happen.
I've seen a couple of dope.
Not until he die. Or the Tesla's like 8 racks. I'm just not, bro. I'm not. I can't.
You said 8 racks for a Tesla?
If it's 8 racks, I might get one. Like y'all, you got to slash my tires every Monday. Cool. This shit was 8 racks though.
Yeah. But it's true though. Aside from Tesla, I may not know of some like higher end stuff that I might not be aware of, but aside from Tesla, it seems that when they make the electric cars, they just don't make them nice. Like they look weird. They all
look fucking stupid, don't they?
Yeah, a little bit. They all look like a variation of a Prius. Something along, you know what I'm saying? Like why does the Prius? Why did it bring back the cap over like the wheel in the back, like the wheel well cap? Like what?
Because they're trying to get more efficiency, so making the car more aerodynamic, so getting rid of edges and shit. That's why they all look the same. But you're right, aesthetically, it's very unpleasing.
It is.
But you also don't want to drive a car that you got to charge every 64 fucking minutes.
What are you saying, like the Tesla?
Right. Like if your electric car had to be charged every hour, you're not driving that shit. If you can't drive it across state lines because it'll die before you reach New Jersey, you're not driving that shit, right? So they're trying to get the most out of the batteries that they can. That's why the cars all look similar, because the aerodynamics make the wind resistance go down, which means the batteries can push the car further. So I understand why. I just don't want to drive an egg.
No.
So give me the battery that lasts an hour. Because I'm not driving the egg.
like even the Tesla truck, like that thing is stupid looking.
It is, but it's done like a golf ball with divots. The way the diamond, I'm gonna leave it alone. Don't matter.
No, I know.
The truck is stupid. Yeah. By the way, it's an ugly piece of vehicle.
It's not pleasing to the eye when it rolls by, bro. It's different. I'll give you that. It's eye catching, but is it for the wrong reasons though?
Yeah. That shit looks ugly, bro. In every angle.
It does. It really, really does.
And then you get in and it's just nothing. Steering wheel and one screen.
Yeah. I mean, sitting in the car Teslas, like those are pretty cool. It's a pretty cool situation. But like, yeah, man, I would like to do my part with all that eventually. I just know what I know. I have what I have. You know what I mean? So the Z is like, I don't know, it's so fun to drive.
If they took your Z right now, just the way it is, and swapped it out with a battery, took your combustion, gave you a battery, would you still drive the Z?
Yeah.
Me too. I drive my, I'm lying. I was gonna say I drive my shit if they put a battery in it, but I wouldn't.
But think about it, Black. It's not like you're gonna lose speed or performance.
It'll be faster. I know it'll be faster, but it's gonna sound like dick. No, you're never gonna get that. It's gonna be like
money isn't the root. It's the love of money that is the root of evil.
I blame women. Ooh, y'all don't want to have that conversation. Listen, would a man give a fuck about money if women didn't care about it? Let's talk about a gate. Let's talk about a gate.
Probably not. Probably not. If a man could have the woman without having the money ever, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think money
Yeah.
would be as important to the
If we
males.
just had to feed ourselves and pay
Right.
rent,
Right.
and it didn't matter what the drip looked like, and it didn't matter if you could go to Bali every week, we
Right.
wouldn't give a fuck.
Right. Right.
Mm.
Let's see.
Y'all don't want that conversation though, do you?
It's a spicy one for sure. You know, the other side of it too is just like human nature, man. Yo, humans are just fucking weird. We do weird things as humans, man. So it's like we never insatiable. I think most humans, in some capacity, we have something that we are insatiable about, and I think that's part of the problem too.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Man, what else? Shout out to the sponsor, man. Shout out to House of Barbers out there, right across the street from Marist College, next to Rhinebeck Bank, on Route 9 in Poughkeepsie. Hit up my man Sal. House of Barbers open every day except Sunday. You know, I love that for him, man. You know, he's like, nah, we ain't gonna do that Sunday. We off. We close on Sunday. You know,
What's up?
Stay with my family. He got the who does that? Chick-fil-A does that. They don't work on Sundays. You work on Sundays? They ever make you work on a Sunday?
No one makes me do anything, Gabe.
Oh, is that right?
Do what I want to do.
I do what I want.
Every single time. Check this out. If I didn't want to go to work tomorrow, I wouldn't go. Just like that.
Listen.
What's up?
Your long-awaited second album is on its way.
My long-awaited second album?
Yeah. The one you've been waiting for the longest.
The one that I've been waiting for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Cardi B announces Am I the Drama due to come out very soon. Still no date, but she did announce.
She gave a date. It's in September.
She did?
Yeah.
Let's
September
see what this
11th or 7th, something like that.
September 19.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Here we go. Coming 7 years after her groundbreaking debut, Invasion of Privacy, the album will drop on September 19. Cardi B. She's going to be talking a lot of buku shit. I think she's going to say a couple of cool things on there. You know I love Cardi. I love Cardi.
Did you hear the single? I
did not. You did?
Okay.
What's it called?
Outside.
Do you like it?
It's 2016 Cardi.
Is that a good thing?
See, that's the thing. Is it a good thing? It sounds like 2016 Cardi.
I mean, it might be a good thing.
I don't think the kids are going to think this is a slap, even though a decade ago, this was absolutely what a slap sounded like. It's really odd to hear. This is exactly what a hit sounded like. And I don't think it's going to resonate.
Cardi, Outside is called?
Yeah.
You know, your boys are back in town too, man. Clips. You heard that first single from them?
Ace Trumpets. Yeah.
Ace Trumpets. Yeah. Listen, man, I wasn't mad at it. Was it fun hearing Pusha and old boy rapping again?
Let's talk about Cardi back again. Yo, Gabe.
What?
Did you not hear what Cardi did with this album?
What did she do?
She's already sold 1.5 million 3 months before it comes out. Ask me how.
How, sir?
Because guess what songs she's including on the album, and somehow they count towards her sales. I'll give you one hint. WAP.
Oh, wow.
From 2020, 5 years ago, WAP was released as a single with Meg Thee Stallion. Yeah, it was 5 years. And that is being included on her album. And because of its status, all those streams equate to 1.5 million album equivalents. Hey, Gabe, guess what other song she's included on this project?
What?
Up. You remember the song Up?
No.
It's up and it's stuck and it's up and it's stuck.
Yeah.
Up.
That was her song?
From 2020.
How so she's just saying these were singles that were on my joint. How did she get away with that?
Yo, because they've never been releasing an album. And they're playing the game, the numbers game. So she's going to include all these songs. And she's getting credit. So technically, she's already gone platinum. She's already sold or had 1.5 equivalents because of the streams of those other songs.
But you know what though, man? Shout out to Cardi B and playing the system a little bit.
You like that?
I like it. Fuck it. It's Cardi.
You don't think that's sad?
I think it's funny. I think you're just playing
Mm.
with the numbers. But yo, let's not get it twisted. And I know, there be, bots, marketing campaigns, the whole nine, but her official YouTube page has damn near 20 million subs on it.
Okay.
This song that you told me about, Outside, the official audio of it, it's not even the video. It's got 2.4 million views already.
That's not a lot.
That's traction though, man.
Remember what we had this talk though. Like
we did. It's
that
all
seems like
relative.
a lot.
Mhm.
It's not even close to being relevant in today's numbers. And that's the scary part. Cardi dropped this song 5 days ago. She should be at like 50 million given today's streaming numbers.
See if y'all can hear this. Let me give you a snippet. Can you hear that?
No. We don't hear that at all. We also don't hear you, bro.
Oh, you don't hear me.
We hear you now.
You better. You better. Man.
So
2.4.
So,
anyway.
Once again, I am not being critical of 2.4 million. That's a great number.
Of course it is.
But the numbers have changed. Cardi should have did 2.5 million in an hour. That's a hit today.
Wow.
5 days, bro, and she's got that kind of traction. I told you, I don't think the kids are gonna fuck with it.
So do you think? And from what you've been seeing in your observation, 2.4 million views in 5 days is light.
That's light, and for that, that's good for us regular people. That is not good for shit. A top 50 artist in today. That's not motion, which is Kanye West on that weird ass song he put out about sucking his fucking cousin's penis. Gabe, go look that shit up.
Yeah.
Cousins.
Cardi B raps like she's arguing with your baby daddy on your behalf and winning that shit, one commenter says. 2018, Cardi's back and we're here for it. Been waiting for this. This is Cardi. We need it back. Cardi going hard on this. So it's got 12,000 comments. It's got 132,000 likes. So that seems kind of light to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I would think the like count would be, half of what the view count is. But, I guess people might be listening to it a bunch of times or whatever. But, man. So you think, it also is possible that it got played 2.4 million times and only 132 people liked it, to your point. It could mean that too, I guess.
I don't think she's getting no traction, which is crazy to think about.
Tell me something that's crazy in the last, couple months that I could look up right now. I'm just on YouTube checking things out. So what's something that went dumb in the recent time?
Nothing goes dumb recently. Because shit is ass.
I don't know these kids' names that do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a fair question, sir. You want me to find who going crazy right now?
Who went crazy in recent times? I'm saying we don't know, because I know if I put it up against this Clips joint, they got 160,000 views,
which shows you just how irrelevant shit be.
Okay, here you go. You ready for this? 7 months ago, Gunna.
Yeah.
Him all along, 7 months ago, he got 34 million views.
And that makes sense. Makes sense.
Yo, are you hip to the Tiny Desk concerts?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wiz did one. I like Wiz, man. He crazy. Let's see. Look, Brilliant Belly out here matching it. See, it is all relative. She's got 5,000 views, but that's great for what she's got going on and how she's moving. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's all relative, brother. I get it. 4 days ago, 1.3 million views. Offset and JID, Bodies. That's the official music video. I guess, man. I guess it is a different time nowadays. But here, Cardi B, Enough. From a year ago, 62 million.
There you go. And she probably got half of that in the first month.
Yeah, interesting times, brother. Interesting times. So what's up, man? Besides being hot, brother, is there
Hot.
something on your mind that you
Yo,
want?
niggas crash into the McDonald's in Midi.
Mm.
SUV through the side.
That was your
Hot.
what happened? That was your boy?
I don't even know. Niggas nicking the power line. Hot.
Yo, what's
Having
so
power outages. Power outages in the town of Walker. It's fucking hot.
Mm.
I'm upset right now, dog. I'm living on batteries. I don't like this shit. You feel me? It's hot.
I seen I seen several cars on the side of the road, hood up. Angie,
Crazy.
Shout out to Angie.
Yo, did you see this shit with the fucking road split and open up in real time while the nigga was driving on it because of the heat?
No.
And it sent the car airborne?
No.
No, real. Not AI shit neither.
Okay.
It was over the regular news. Real shit.
Get out.
It's so fucking hot that the goddamn concrete, the asphalt on the highway, just split in real time. And this traffic cam caught the road just literally crack, open up like a fucking rug and bunch up. And the car get airborne.
That's crazy. Also, Rock is crazy. Who's this new chocolate boy wonder on the pod this week? You caught that tan, baby. They on your ass about your tan, man.
That's y'all gay.
Shout out to Rock and Rock's Kitchen. You heard me? He got that. This is another fallout. I guess I could use a better term from that. But a negative from this whole thing. Like, we're gonna see these gas prices go crazy because this guy Rock man bought an e-scooter, e-bike, talking about I ain't driving it like that because I need to save this money because this gas about to be crazy. You worried about a gas price hike? I've seen a few cents already. It's already on the way up, but you think it's gonna get crazy? You anticipating that?
Maybe.
I
don't know.
I'm anticipating a gas hike.
Eggs is still like $11. Like,
I know, what the fuck?
When the eggs gonna be affordable?
$12.
I ain't gonna hold you. I saw a rooster up in Sullivan County. I almost got out the V and snatched that bitch.
Yeah, don't snatch a rooster.
Look, that's what I'm about to tell you. The niggas, I was like, yo, Chat GPT, how many eggs does a rooster make? And that shit said, dummy. Get a fucking hen. I was like, oh, my bad, dog. Eggs is just high.
My bad.
Dead ass, dog. Rooster almost got rooster napped. Till I found out they don't make no eggs, you heard? Cock-a-doodle-doo, nigga.
Yeah, you actually want to keep them motherfuckers away from the hen so you can eat them eggs. So you know those little babies in there. Listen, yeah, man. What else, man? Talk to me. Let me know. What's on your mind?
I seen a lot. It's a lot of shit going on, man. There's a big debate going on about how to handle a date.
A date?
Yeah, like in 2025, is going Dutch allowed? Now, I recognize that as a man who hasn't gone on a date with another woman besides your wife in 20 plus years, you will be ill-informed, good sir.
Right.
But based on your 1977 values,
76.
my man. What do you think the prevailing thought is today on the internet? And when I say that, don't get boxed into what you think the answer should be. What do you think the internet is saying about the debate on going Dutch? And specifically, I'm sorry, on a first date.
Man, I see so much backward shit on the internet with women assuming that the man should be paying for everything on the first date, including maybe getting my nails did before so I can get right for you before we get there and all that. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing a lot of that on the internet. I just don't know if it's because of what I do, what I follow, what I like, and I'm seeing only a certain perspective. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that the girls out there are all saying the man needs to pay up and buck up, probably for my outfit, my hair. You know what I'm saying? And don't take me to no fucking Olive Garden. I want to go to Del Frisco's, you know, in Times Square type of shit. You know what I'm saying? What are they saying though? That's expensive.
This nigga said Del Frisco. I don't even take the choice of Del Frisco. What you talking about, bro?
Shout out to Angie, man. She spoiled me. You know what I'm saying?
Del Frisco's, all right, dog. Yeah, boss bitches pay for niggas.
Wait, what?
Soft girls get paid for. You want me to say that again?
Soft girls get paid for. The boss girls do what?
Pay
They
for
pay.
niggas.
Get out. Get out. Soft girls.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of willing soft girls out there. I bet, though. It's not derogatory. Call me soft. That's right, baby. I'm soft. I can hear it already.
But I can tell you that
What's more of a turn on to you?
95% of the sound chamber, to me, from what I was seeing, was soft girls saying, "Oh, we not bosses no more. That's some 2000 shit." And that's what I thought was so funny. That's some 2000 shit. We all for that now. I'm in my soft girl era. And exactly what you said, Gabe. Please, when you tell me what day and time to be ready, just go ahead and cash at me. Don't even ask me what I need. Assume it's at least $500 to $750. Assume. Don't. If you gotta ask me what I need, you ain't him.
Wow.
And this is not Blackout telling a joke. This is what X was saying. Wow. This is what Twitter was doing.
Wow.
This is what Joy Taylor from FS Sports 1 was in the spaces talking about.
Wow.
This is what Family was in there arguing about.
Send that 500 so I could get right and I'll meet you at the spot.
Don't even ask me what I need. Assume it's at least $500 to $750 and send that, or don't show the fuck up.
Wow. I won't show up.
And when they said, why I gotta send you that kind of money? And they said, that's what we talking about. You not him. You're dumb. You, like you said, Gabe, you know my fit alone. Gonna be 3 to 4.
Right.
It's a first date. Don't let me find out after our first date that you got a little bag. Because the next date like $1,500. Yo, the conversation was fucking nutty, bro. Like, you hear this shit? So I'm here listening. Like, I thought the point of the first date was to find out if you like this man. Yeah, but I need to look my best for him. I'm like, so let me get this straight. I asked you out on the date. I gotta pay so that you can pretend to look a certain kind of way, so that I'll be attracted to you and keep paying for you to keep pretending that you look the way that you look when I pay.
For the 4 hours that I'm with you.
Y'all fucking dumb.
Yo, shout out to girls like Angie. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Maybe I should let Angie go ahead and just dip her feet in and just, you know what I'm saying? Get a couple sugar days. So obviously, if the girls are saying that and doing that, that means that there's dudes doing that and paying that.
See, this is the funny part. So what all the celebrity people were saying was, y'all really got the game fucked up, because you hyper focus on the lives of celebrities and famous people. So you see Yo Gotti send 1 billion roses to Angela Simmons. Right. There's only one Yo Gotti in the planet. There's 8 million plumbers. You go and get a plumber, man. You're not gonna get a Yo Gotti. All y'all expecting plumbers to treat you like Yo Gotti got the game fucked up, and that's why none of y'all can be happy. Because the good men in front of you don't want, because you want the one and only Yo Gotti. And she was just saying, I'm not focused on, but as an example, y'all know who that is. So let me use it as the example. Right? The person that everybody's modeling after, the super wealthy, the upper crust, the 0.5% of the population, y'all don't get access to these niggas unless you try to. So basically, everybody on the internet getting these crazy BBLs trying to go viral. Y'all all want the same 880 niggas on the planet who got bread and time for y'all. Think about how ridiculous that is in practice. So 4 billion women, y'all just gonna be alone because y'all can't get one of the 80 niggas that can do what Yo Gotti does, as an example. And yeah, when you think about it, it's pretty fucking stupid. And all the girls retort is like, why we gotta lower our values? You don't, but why are your values Yo Gotti?
How you skipped a whole bunch of levels in between where you at and where you trying to, that's a lot of levels, man. God damn, what we talking about over here, Black? What we talking about, man? Listen.
I tell you what, bro. I know it's spooky outside, but I would say this. Money can't buy happiness.
Right.
And newsflash, the man that has everything don't need you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying he don't want you. I'm saying he doesn't need you.
Right. Right.
So you should really have relationships based on compatibility
Mm-hmm.
and not on finances.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And stop expecting so much damn money for nothing.
The question I asked before I left the spaces, yo, and I was on an anonymous account, by the way, because I ain't want them stalking my IG. I don't be in that shit anyway.
Right.
But I was like, all y'all in the comments saying, if you don't send 5 to 750 without asking, you not him. How many of y'all have actually experienced that in real life?
Right.
And then I waited for the responses. I wanted to see how many jokes are gonna lie.
Right. Did a lot lie?
Oh nah, but I ain't really put myself out there. Like nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Matter of fact, if y'all really did it, don't just tell me y'all did it. At the nigga that you did it with and bring him into the spaces so we can hear him co-sign what you saying. I'm that nigga. Y'all was lying. What we talking about? 7 p.m. by every time to be every Tuesday.
Yo,
up,
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's just another way how the world is just getting just out of hand, man. Out of pocket. And you know, I feel like as we move along and things become more digital and we're dealing with just numbers in an app, you know, for money, you know, that value that we put on those numbers is not as great as it once was. You know, when you got paid for a hard week of work and you know, I would get paid like $700-800 because I worked my ass off, but it was construction, so I'm getting it all just cash on a Friday. You know how fucking good it felt to hold that 700 in my hand, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to let it go, you know what I'm saying? Like I spent in a way that I could still have a little something, but when it's just like numbers in a phone, it's like it just resets, right? And it like, you know, more will be there a little bit later. It's like a game that you play for free that you got to wait a little time for it to fill up the space and shit.
You said it just resets.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I go here 5 times a week and every other week the number resets.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's it.
You got a point.
You know, it's not the same. So I think, you know, that kind of plays into what we're seeing now with society. And just like you said, she wasn't even asking for the bread. She said, you know, cash at me that. You know what I'm saying? Like
you're right. It has no value. Y'all really got the game fucked up when you think about the fact that if the median wage in America, which means middle, y'all, the average middle, not like directly in the middle, the average middle is 50 grand, give or take 1,000. If that's the average, that means 140 million people in this country, give or take a few, make under 50K.
Yeah.
Which means they bring home every week like $800. Y'all think that this nigga got 500 to send you for a fucking date to Applebee's? Y'all really got this shit so fucked up. And that's what I mean. Like, yo, Gabe, I wouldn't even be mad if they was like, I'm gonna need that 100 to get my hair and my shit done because you make 7, 8. You know what I mean? Your recreational spending probably like 20%. So give me half of that for this date for that week. That's kind of mathing, right? A nice date. If you make $700 to $800 a week, $100 for a nice date. That kind of makes sense, right? Given how we spend money in this country. You want him to literally give you half his money
or more. Because she said 5 to 750
for a 2-hour dinner when half the men, half the people working in this country make less than that. Less than what I just said.
Oh yeah. No, a good portion. Good portion of people. Yeah, man, it's like we said, it's the value that's being placed on the dollar, you know, and what it takes to earn that dollar nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
She work on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Posting pictures once a week.
Killing it. Telling you, man. You think somebody would pay for my feet pictures? You know, take pictures of my feet and just.
I learned on this show not to give it my ideas because somebody took my idea the last time I put it out there. I saw it on OnlyFans. I'm mad. Not that I have a subscription to OnlyFans, but I was browsing OnlyFans for research purposes. So I had to look at OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? I had
I
paid. Cool,
see.
cool, cool.
I see.
But
I see.
it's a lot of niggas getting beaten here for a lot of bread right now. OnlyFans. Yo, Gabe, you
Bro,
want some bread? I'll put you in, bro. You my guy. I'll put you on.
bro, there are girls straight up doing like documentaries and interviews and shit talking about, yo, I'm clearing 45K after I'm putting the money away for taxes and the whole nine from OnlyFans a month.
Yeah,
A
easy,
month.
easy.
You know, and she's
Easy.
like talking about I'm doing it legit way because I don't got no any other way to do it because they're counting the money anyway. Like she was really like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I believe it.
get your money, girl.
Not everybody, but yes, I believe that they're the middle class earner there, and I'm considering like if out of every 100, 20 making real money, and out of the 20, 2 is making like crazy numbers.
Right.
So I would think somebody in the 5 to 10 range clearing $500,000 a year. Yeah, sounds very feasible. Yeah,
that's
niggas
crazy.
is weird. The incel shit out here is nasty.
Yo,
no offense to the incels, but offense to y'all.
She was saying too. She said, "I've never done anything hardcore."
Don't have to.
You know, like
which is Gabe. Once again, when you can just Google ass and ass is there, why would you pay to see somebody wear sweatpants?
It's a big fact, bro. Big fact. I think
I'm gonna shut up though.
It's a power thing where like they like to like give the instruction and know that the person's like responding to them. I think that's
it's not even them. They have account managers. Literally, these girls don't even be the ones logged into the accounts. It be the account managers who be like, "Yo, shorty, send me a Daisy Duke pic, a video 8 seconds saying happy birthday, Marty." You know what I mean? And you with purple hair. And they just take the flicks and send them, and the account manager does all the managing of the accounts. That you literally give them bread for being beautiful. We've had this talk before too. How niggas hit the genetic lottery and y'all keep paying them and then get mad at them for being up when you made them up and keep making them up.
And you keep wanting that type to be up. like so.
And then that's why you can't get your Gotti, because you keep promoting other bitches to take the spot that you want to be in.
Talk about it. You know what I mean? Vanessa was asking us a question. We were talking about music. What's this new fairy song by Maya? Who is that? You know who that is?
I don't know what that is.
What up, Mr. Catch Rec in the building? Gonna catch him tomorrow, 7 p.m. in the studio with the Rec Boys. 7 p.m. Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Man, I just had. So before I let you go today, because I know you hot. Shout out to my man Brian Sable. Shout out to everybody listening. You know, there's been a lot of lists getting kicked around. R&B lists,
love list.
You know, love list. The top 50 rappers from New York came out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then
Which one you want to talk about?
Then locally, you know, there was another list that got presented. You know what I'm saying. And it was about the Berg, and there was an omission. There was a 2 glaring omissions from the Newberg hierarchy put out by one Yellow Pound Cake, who said y'all ain't mentioning the right people and mention people, but there were some omissions on that shit. I was just wondering if while you was away, if you happen to catch a Newberg list of rappers that need to be mentioned when talking about rap, because that they are them.
I don't know who the omissions, bro. Don't need to be mentioned.
You and Party. You and Party nowhere to be found on these lists, bro. How you feel? How you feel about being omitted from the Newberg only hot list of rappers that must be mentioned when talking about hip hop and Newberg, as she put it?
That's what's up. Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Okay. So you don't put yourself on the list. That's fine.
That's not what I said at all. You asked me my reaction, right?
They starting to make AI models do OnlyFans. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. You're far too kind type of way?
Who was missing from the list?
You and Party.
Thank you. Am I saying something wrong? Thank you.
So this, I guess, is what I'm going to ask.
Go ahead.
Party, was Party like that though in the street? With like he was always like one of them ones, or he was just the loudest one like with the consistency and making it go? Like, was he dope lyrically?
I don't know. People might think so.
Yeah,
Sure.
because
They got behind Oi Hard Body.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, because like, I've told you before on air and otherwise, I think you got skills, you know what I'm saying? So like,
I'm literally the best rapper from my region.
So like, how do you get omitted? How does Blackout get omitted from a list? And she's not my girl. She just knows me. She's friendly with me, but that's your girl.
That's my girl.
That's your girl.
She's mad at me.
She came on this show, y'all. If y'all remember, she came on this show, and we don't do interviews on this show.
We don't,
right? But we brought her on to talk to her. And right away, Black jumped all over me, put me in a box. I had to shut up the whole interview. This dude had her back, talking about, because I said female MC. I remember all this. It's like yesterday.
Talk about it.
All right, you jerk. So now she repays you with a nice omission. I thought that was crazy. Talk about it.
You think that's crazy?
I think it's crazy.
What's the list? I'm gonna give it to you.
Was the name? I don't like you not being on the Newburgh list.
I appreciate that, but what's the name of the list? What was it called?
The hottest from Newburgh.
Thank you. And who wasn't on the list?
You and Party.
Thank you. Once again, am I saying something wrong, bro? Am I missing it? I must be missing it.
Shout out to Yellow Pound Cake.
Let me ask you this: who was on the list?
I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know none of them people that was on the list. I didn't know none of them. The only one I knew was Yellow Pound Cake. I know her.
Okay.
I know Pound Cake.
Thank you. Was Osmond on the list?
Yes.
Awesome.
I think
who wasn't on the list?
Dylon.
That's what's up.
Look at Gabe trying to start shit. Yeah, I'm always out here trying to start.
Nah, listen, I don't consider that as starting shit. No. I say thank you.
Yo, you're saying thank you you're far too kind. Hold your applause. This is your song, not mine.
Gabe, do you think I consider myself a Newburgh rapper?
Yeah.
In what sense?
Be the city, huh?
In what sense?
New Biddy be the city.
Okay. You think I consider myself as one of the 5 best rappers in Newburgh? Does that make any sense to you?
What are you trying to say? You're bigger than Newburgh? You still from Newburgh?
That's not what the list is.
What do you mean that's not what the list is? That's exactly
what was the name of it? That's not what the list was.
So we gotta go look up Yellow.
Okay, let me ask you again. You said it left Party off. Then how did you leave Party? And don't tell me that everybody in Newburgh don't know who Partisan Fontaine is. So why was he not on the list of rappers in Newburgh to be
Let's go look at it.
Talk about it. It's not that deep. I'm just asking the questions, general.
Well, let's go get the right information so we got it in front of me.
Gabe, real deep. Gabe, it's not that deep.
Shout out to Yellow, man. She's been working on herself, and I respect it. Let's see. It's going too far now. Anyway, man. So I just thought that was funny. So I figure I'd bust your chops on the air.
Chops not busted, but I appreciate it.
It's still fun for the people to hear. Hello. I don't see where it's at. I'm not finding it quick enough for my liking, so we're gonna leave that alone. But yeah, shout out to Yellow Pound Cake. I know she be doing things. She be back and forth with I want to stop rapping. I'm gonna keep rapping. I think I'm gonna come out of retirement. So we want to see her put something together. Be dope with it.
Yeah. Anybody in that list go out me on a song?
I don't know any of them. So
okay, thank you. I'm done. What do we even talk about here?
Well, to back up that point, we have Wreck Boys Shot, the other half in the studio. So Wreck Boys, only ones concerned about that list, people from Newburgh.
Once again, I don't agree with what you're saying. I appreciate it, though, homie. Only people concerned about that list is people in Newburgh.
Right.
People in Newburgh.
Right.
People in Newburgh under 25.
Okay.
Like, what?
I think that shouldn't be
a thing anymore, bro.
It would be dope to put together
What you talking about?
a regional showcase. I think that would be pretty dope. Go Newburgh, PK. I think you can combine. I mean, because like Beacon, there's people from Beacon, but it's not. I don't know if there's enough to do a show. But certainly Poughkeepsie, Kingston, and Newburgh would be 3. I think we could put on some pretty dope show.
Got to include Middletown in that.
Yeah, Middletown will be another stop.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, most definitely, because there's enough out there. And I think is Middletown close enough to our boys like the Arroyos?
Yeah. And you got to count. I count Sullivan as one area. It's a bunch of small towns, but they all in the same
One
area.
thing.
Liberty, Ellenville. I'm not trying to be funny. Who got together? I'm just saying in general.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a town out there. I don't want to say it like that. It's such a small, close knit place that I think you would just say that area.
Right.
As opposed to saying like a Newburgh or Poughkeepsie.
So then that would be more like the J Arroyo and like hoodies and all them would be in that.
I would, but they may not. They may, you know what I mean? Because niggas that live there's like, yo, it's 20 nice niggas. I'm not saying it's not 20 nice niggas. I'm just saying that. Yeah.
Don't forget Western 845 Sullivan. Okay. Who's out there, Catch Wreck? Who's out there in the western part of the 845 in Sullivan County? Is that where the shop is? The shop is in Liberty, right? The rec room. What is it called? What's Shad's joint? The rec center.
I can tell you. Rec center. Yeah.
Rec center.
I just want to remind everybody here too, by the way, which since Gabe wanted to make this a conversation for some odd reason. Hey, look, it be your own friends, dog.
Get them.
Was it niggas on this same type of time 3 years ago before Remy Black dropped? Oh, this, that, and the third. Oh, meta this, meta that. Oh, that nigga finna go. I heard none of that after the project came out. I heard none of that. I didn't hear none of that. None of that. I have no idea why people don't want to just admit things for what they are. So I will remind people anytime I got to. Keep your list. Talk about your friend group. All y'all niggas ass. Not humbly. None of y'all niggas can really see me. None of y'all really close to me. Niggas don't make songs like me. None of that shit. Y'all stay over there. I'm going to continue to be me. And if I decide to pop back outside again, which I might do.
Oh, that's where Jay and the hoodies and Naija and Remy's from. Okay, I got you. Yeah, we mentioned
it'll be the same shit over again.
He said there are not 20 nice motherfuckers out here.
Shout out to my peoples, because y'all, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
y'all keep me feeling good.
You know, the competitive spirit of hip hop is something that's always drawn me to it. You know what I'm saying? So like,
well, we back to this conversation though. Like, nah, you wanted to put the target on me, so I'm gonna need you to stand on something right now. Gabe, was that not the narrative that we was hearing? Wasn't Rec Boy shy? Wasn't niggas watching the podcast? Oh, you about to do a project with Meta? Oh my God, shit about to go crazy. Wasn't it go? Didn't you also say, my friend, it was about to be up and stuck? Then you heard the project, and what'd you have to say?
I thought, Rem went back and forth with you very.
I'm gonna need you to stop. Because niggas was saying I'm finna get washed, and nothing of the sorts even remotely happened.
I think you were telling yourself you were gonna get washed.
Oh, you see how niggas got why niggas? You the problem, dog. You part of the problem.
That's what it
I'm
is.
the only nigga telling y'all keep saying the shit that y'all saying. The proof is in the pudding. I don't got to do all this talking.
I think you got Michael Jordan syndrome. I think
not at all.
I think you can't get up unless somebody talking shit. So you was just like, fuck it.
You see how I go?
Created a narrative. You was like, they told me that.
I'm just me. I just keep telling niggas like. Yeah. What I'm saying, y'all niggas can debate until the proof is in the pudding. And when the proof is in the pudding, nobody got nothing to say. Because you can't with a straight face say, I ain't eat. Nobody can say that because you look dumb.
Now, you was eating on that project. Rem was doing his thing, though.
My man was doing his thing, but that's not the point I was making. No one was saying, bro was finna get left. It's all, Black don't know what he finna get into. All right. All right. Y'all keep on with y'all weird ass listening. Keep doing that.
Listen, but where in the world is Carmen, Remy Black too? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it'll come when it'll come. And it'll be the same thing again. Because once again, niggas like, if y'all do another one though.
He got you on this one.
You do another one though. You going? All right, nigga. I'm the same nigga. Fuck is y'all talking about? Listen, I appreciate the competitive shit, and I also appreciate when people act like they don't know what type of time it is. So y'all keep thinking that, y'all keep rapping to your friends on the block, but can't nobody out here in this area see me? Not for real. Not a one-on-one. We ain't even got to talk about it. Just anytime you want to go on a record with me, please do that. I got so many records in the vault with niggas that don't want to release them because I left them. One of these days I'm gonna play a few of them, and y'all hear some of the niggas on these records with me, and y'all be like, God damn, left. I'm really him.
I love it. And that's
brother.
how you end the show for somebody, so they can all come back next week and see how we pick it up from here. Man.
No, hold on. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
What?
Hey, Chris, you remember this convo, Chris? Hey, Chris, wasn't you one of those ones saying I was gonna get left? Wasn't that you, Chris? I'm calling niggas out now that we in the show. Yo, Chris, didn't you say I was gonna get left? Wasn't that you, brother? Wasn't that you, brother? Wasn't y'all niggas here saying I'm getting left? Wasn't that everybody quiet now? Everybody's fucking quiet now.
They were like, Black's gonna get washed on this. Yeah, I was.
Yeah. And then what happened? I want y'all to follow up. We know what y'all said, but then what happened? Y'all heard the tape and then all I heard was excuses, but Remy didn't try hard. Y'all niggas kill me. Y'all acting like the ops. Just give me mine. That's why I said, nigga, give me mine. Even to this day, niggas won't give me mine. None of these niggas that y'all think is y'all heroes is doing anything on the track with me. Meaning nobody leaving me nowhere. If anything, I'm gonna put a nigga at the bus stop and pull off.
At the bus stop, he said.
Because I'm good on records and niggas don't get the difference. Y'all want to rap and freestyle and do punches and all that shit. It's a lot of niggas who can outbar me. Right? It's 8 billion people on the planet. I don't think I'm the nicest MC of all time. I know I'm not. I just know that when it comes to making a fucking song, I'm too nice. And niggas ain't. I'm gonna leave it at that. And one day, all y'all niggas watching who my friends, who's on the show with me as my friends.
Why you saying that?
Right? Niggas that I was friends with for 8, 9 years on a podcast with would just flat out say, bro, you left Earth. You did your big one. Don't tell me about what the other nigga did. I didn't ask you what my bro did. We know what Remy did. I said, why can't you just say, bro, you did that? And just give me my shit. Because y'all niggas is moving oppies.
You did your thing. I didn't give any excuses. I told you that you killed it. Then I asked for a verse, and he said you still ain't get him that verse. And Wreck Boy Shot said it wasn't me.
I don't know what did you think. Did I or did I not leave that nigga on the record? That's all I want y'all to say.
Big face in the building.
You know what I'm saying? Left niggas. But don't worry, we got a couple more to tank. I'm gonna come back, spin the block one more game, maybe 2 more games. But when you ask me honestly, all jokes aside, about how I feel about a list and niggas not being in tune, Gabe, I'm out the way. I'm not sitting on the blocks in Newburgh rapping and niggas still saying, look at me, I'm nice. I'm so past that part of my life. So no, I don't feel any way at all. And I don't expect a nigga 24 or 25 to be hip to me at this point. When I was running around literally at Little Italy's and 90 B-Way in 2009.
No,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you on that. It's just good conversation to pop.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
And all y'all in the comments, I love y'all too. I'm just giving y'all a hard time.
But yeah, next week we could talk about some R&B lists that came out, which is kind of crazy. And then there was a best out of New York list that came out that'd be kind of fun to go over too. So we'll have some discussions about that in the future. Anything we need to get off right now off the chest that's worth talking to the people about?
Yeah, man, I can't wait till Ruby Black 2 drop so y'all can
there you go.
take another lap on the oopsie daisy merry-go-round. Like, yo, this nigga Black really be dog walking. How can I hate this time? Yo, besides the oppie behavior from our viewership, Thursday, Tea Time with Bunky. I might be there if it's not this hot. Y'all don't understand why I'm sweating. I'm in MIDI, so y'all gotta know. And the power is a thing right now. It's in, it's out. I don't, my central air ain't on because they don't want you to have that shit on because it keep going in and out. It's a thing. So I'm downstairs in the basement, fucking dying right now. So I gotta get up off of this and get up out of this light so I can stop dying. You feel me? That's what's happening. All right. So Thursday, Tea Time with Bunky.
Tea Time with Bunky. Check us out, and we'll be back on this show next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. What we talking about? Finally TV. Let's go.